Today, I want to talk about something that each of us holds close to our hearts. Whether we admit it or not, our goals. Each of us has a dream, an ambition, a vision of what we want to achieve. But as many of us know, there's a wide gap between wanting something and actually making it happen. So the big question is, how do we bridge that gap? How do we achieve our goals? Defining a clear and specific goal is the essential first step in any journey toward achievement, yet it's often overlooked or taken lightly. Many people hold vague aspirations like, I want to be successful, I want to be fit, or I want to be financially secure. While these are noble aspirations, they lack the clarity and specificity needed to guide real, sustainable progress. A clear and specific goal gives you a detailed target to aim for and provides the foundation on which to build actionable steps and stay focused. Imagine you're setting out on a journey. Without a destination in mind, you may wander aimlessly, covering ground, but never really getting anywhere. Similarly, when a goal lacks specificity, you may end up investing a lot of time and energy, but with little direction or result. By defining a clear goal, you effectively give yourself a destination, a place you know you're working towards. For example, if your dream is to be successful, think about what that looks like for you personally. Success can mean many different things, from reaching a particular financial milestone to achieving career satisfaction, starting a business, or even finding a work-life balance that brings happiness and fulfillment. A specific goal takes this abstract idea and makes it something tangible and concrete. When defining a specific goal, it's useful to consider the SMART framework, making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A SMART goal adds essential elements of clarity, enabling you to assess progress and stay motivated. For instance, if the goal is to be fit, think about what exactly that means for you. A SMART version of this goal might be, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by exercising 3 times a week and following a balanced diet. Here, the goal is clear. There's a specific weight loss target, a timeline, and actions that guide how to achieve it. This level of clarity provides a roadmap that tells you exactly where you're going and helps you track progress along the way. Creating a specific goal also means aligning it with your core values and personal aspirations. It's important that your goals are truly meaningful to you. For example, if your goal is influenced by social pressures or what others expect, you may find it difficult to stay committed in the long run. However, if it's something you deeply value and desire, you're more likely to persevere, even when challenges arise. This level of personal alignment allows you to connect with your goal on an emotional level, which strengthens your resolve. When you feel truly committed to your goal, it becomes less about simply reaching an outcome and more about fulfilling something essential within yourself. Another crucial aspect of setting a clear goal is visualizing what success looks like. Take some time to imagine achieving your goal in vivid detail. How will it make you feel? How will it impact other areas of your life? This mental picture creates a sense of realism, making the goal feel tangible and achievable. Visualization also helps embed the goal in your subconscious mind, making it easier to stay focused. When you can clearly see the end result, you're more likely to stay motivated and committed throughout the journey. A specific goal also allows you to set realistic expectations and prepares you for the potential challenges ahead. By defining what you're aiming for, you can anticipate what it will take to achieve it, including time, resources, effort. For example, let's say your goal is to start your own business. Defining this goal would involve choosing a specific field, understanding the skills you'll need to succeed, estimating the financial resources required, and perhaps even identifying a time frame. This level of detail enables you to approach your goal realistically, and it keeps you grounded, helping you avoid burnout and frustration along the way. When your goal is specific, it also becomes easier to break it down into smaller steps. Every journey, no matter how grand, is accomplished one step at a time. With a clear, specific goal in mind, you can outline a series of mini goals or milestones to mark progress and keep yourself motivated. Each small win brings you closer to the larger goal, and seeing this progress reinforces your commitment and builds confidence. This way, achieving your ultimate goal doesn't feel like an overwhelming mountain to climb, but rather a series of manageable hills. As you pursue your specific goal, remember that clarity brings flexibility. Sometimes in the process of working toward a goal, you may discover new information or insights that require you to adjust your approach. With a clear goal, it's easier to adapt while staying focused. For example, if your goal is to complete a degree in a specific field, you may find that another program better aligns with your interests as you progress. A clear goal doesn't mean you're rigidly fixed on a single path, but rather that you know where you're going, even if the exact route shifts along the way. In conclusion, defining a clear, specific goal is the cornerstone of achievement. It provides the necessary focus and direction that guide every other step, helping you chart a course, set realistic expectations, and stay committed. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it's easier to take consistent action and adapt to challenges. So as you think about what you want to achieve, take the time to define it with clarity and specificity. A well-defined goal is not just a destination, it's the foundation of a successful journey. With a clear goal, you have a purpose, a roadmap, and the motivation to overcome obstacles, ultimately bringing your aspirations within reach. Building discipline and staying consistent are two of the most critical factors in achieving any goal. Discipline is often what separates those who succeed from those who fall short because it creates a reliable framework for steady progress, even when motivation ebbs. The truth is, motivation can be a fleeting feeling, something that comes and goes with our moods or circumstances. Relying solely on motivation often leads to inconsistency because it isn't always there when we need it. Discipline, however, is built on commitment and habits, which serve as the backbone of progress, no matter how we feel on any given day. When you develop discipline, you're essentially building a foundation that supports you during the highs and lows, keeping you moving forward, even on the toughest days. Discipline is about creating structure in your life and adhering to it. When you have a goal, it's easy to get excited and go all out for a few days or weeks. But this initial excitement often fades, and that's where discipline takes over. It's the process of setting up a schedule, routine, or specific tasks and sticking to them consistently. For instance, if you have a goal of getting fit, discipline might mean going to the gym 3 times a week, even when you're tired or busy. It might mean waking up early to run before work or sticking to a meal plan, even when you'd rather indulge. This structure creates a series of small, consistent actions that over time accumulate into significant progress. Without this consistency, it's easy to fall off track or lose sight of your goal, making it even harder to regain momentum later. Consistency, in many ways, is the close partner of discipline. While discipline is the commitment to doing what's necessary, consistency is the repeated application of that commitment over time. Consistency means showing up time and again, regardless of the circumstances. It's about training yourself to push forward a little each day, which adds up in the long run. When you're consistent, you're also building momentum. Each small action compounds, and before you know it, you've covered a significant amount of ground. The beauty of consistency is that it makes even the most ambitious goals achievable because it shifts the focus from achieving something grand in a single leap to making gradual, manageable progress. An important aspect of building discipline is creating habits. When a behavior becomes a habit, it no longer requires as much conscious effort to perform. It becomes a part of your routine. Habits are like shortcuts for discipline, as they automate certain actions, allowing you to conserve mental energy while staying productive. For instance, if you want to read more books, you can make it a habit to read for 15 minutes every night before bed. Once this habit is established, you'll find yourself reaching for a book automatically without having to push yourself to do it each time. Building positive habits around your goals makes discipline easier because you're no longer debating with yourself about whether or not to take action. You simply do it out of routine. Maintaining consistency also requires a realistic approach to expectations. One of the most common pitfalls in working toward a goal is expecting quick results. This often leads to discouragement and quitting when those results don't appear as fast as hoped. When you're focused on discipline and consistency, however, you understand that real progress takes time. Success is less about massive leaps forward and more about the steady, incremental improvements that eventually add up to significant change. This mindset helps you approach your goal with patience, knowing that every small effort contributes to a larger outcome, even if you don't see immediate results. Part of staying consistent is learning to manage setbacks. No matter how disciplined you are, there will be days when things don't go as planned. Maybe you miss a workout, skip a study session, or don't meet a deadline. It's easy to let these moments become discouraging, but consistency means not letting setbacks derail your progress. Instead, it's about getting back on track as soon as possible. Discipline teaches you not to dwell on the setback, but to view it as part of the process. Progress isn't always a straight line. It often has peaks, valleys, and twists. By staying committed to getting back up after a slip up, you build resilience, which is essential for achieving long-term goals. Another key element in developing discipline and consistency is tracking your progress. When you're working consistently toward a goal, it can sometimes feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, especially when progress is slow. Keeping a record of your achievements, no matter how small, allows you to look back and see how far you've come. This is incredibly motivating and can help reinforce your discipline, reminding you that your efforts are making a difference. Whether it's tracking workouts, study hours, or savings, seeing your progress in black and white can inspire you to keep going, even when it feels difficult. In building discipline, it's also beneficial to reward yourself. Discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself of all pleasure. It means knowing when to reward yourself and when to stay focused. Setting small rewards for reaching milestones gives you something to look forward to and helps you maintain a positive association with your efforts. If you're working on a long-term project, set checkpoints where you allow yourself to celebrate your progress with a reward. This could be a small treat, a break, or anything that feels meaningful to you. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. They just need to serve as reminders that your hard work is valued, helping to reinforce your commitment. In conclusion, discipline and consistency are the unsung heroes of goal achievement. While motivation may inspire you to start, it's discipline and consistency that keep you moving forward when motivation fades. By creating structure, building habits, managing setbacks, tracking progress, and celebrating small wins, you lay the groundwork for long-term success. Discipline transforms your goal from a distant dream into a daily practice, and consistency ensures that each small step you take brings you closer to your objective. So as you work towards your goal, remember that it's the steady, disciplined effort that counts, even on days when it feels like you're making little progress. With discipline and consistency, any goal, no matter how ambitious, becomes achievable. Seeking support and accountability is a powerful step in achieving any goal. Pursuing a goal, particularly a challenging or long-term one, can often feel daunting and at times lonely. When the journey becomes tough, having a support system can make a significant difference, providing encouragement, guidance, and an objective perspective. Meanwhile, having accountability in place pushes us to stay on track, making it less likely to abandon our plans when we encounter obstacles or lose motivation. The value of support and accountability lies in the way they reinforce our commitment, foster resilience, and keep us moving forward, even during difficult times. Support comes in many forms, from friends and family who offer emotional encouragement to mentors, coaches, or colleagues who can provide guidance and expertise. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in your goals helps create a positive environment that reinforces your motivation and drive. When you feel discouraged, these individuals can offer reassurance and help you regain perspective, reminding you of the reasons you started working towards your goal in the first place. Additionally, people who support your aspirations can celebrate your successes with you, no matter how small, reinforcing the sense that you're progressing and making each step feel meaningful. Knowing you have a team cheering you on builds confidence, helping you push past self-doubt and challenges. One of the most beneficial aspects of seeking support is gaining access to the experience and knowledge of others who have pursued similar goals. For example, if you aim to run a marathon, having a friend who has done it before can provide you with insights into effective training schedules, ways to stay injury-free, and even mental strategies for pushing through the hardest parts of the race. A mentor or coach can help you identify possible pitfalls before you face them, providing guidance on how to overcome these challenges based on their own experience. The support of someone who has been there often translates into practical tips and encouragement, helping you navigate your journey with greater confidence and knowledge. Accountability, on the other hand, is the framework that keeps us committed to our goals over time. When we share our goals with others, we become accountable not only to ourselves, but also to those who are aware of our aspirations. This sense of external accountability can be incredibly motivating, as it makes us more likely to follow through on our commitments to avoid disappointing others or having to explain why we veered off course. Sharing your goals with someone else creates an informal agreement, where both parties understand the goal and periodically check in on progress. This process provides structure to your goal, turning it from an abstract intention into something concrete and achievable. One effective way to build accountability is by finding an accountability partner. An accountability partner is someone who can check in with you regularly, either daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on your preference and the nature of your goal. They may be working towards similar goals themselves, which creates a reciprocal dynamic where both of you benefit from the accountability system. For example, if your goal is to exercise more regularly, having a friend who also wants to stay active can motivate both of you to stick to your plans. Knowing that someone else is counting on you makes it harder to skip workouts or lose motivation. An accountability partner encourages consistency, making it easier to establish and maintain habits that contribute to your goal. Beyond accountability partners, professional accountability can also be valuable, especially for complex or career-oriented goals. Coaches, therapists, and mentors can provide expert feedback and track your progress, helping you address weaknesses and identify growth opportunities. Their professional perspective can be especially useful in providing actionable advice and keeping you accountable through scheduled meetings or check-ins. In a work environment, setting regular meetings with a supervisor or colleague can create a similar accountability structure, giving you tangible deadlines to work toward. Having an external figure who regularly checks on your progress creates a sense of responsibility that motivates you to make continual strides. Another benefit of support and accountability is the opportunity for feedback. Achieving any significant goal involves continuous learning and growth, and feedback helps us improve and refine our approach. Constructive criticism allows us to see areas for improvement that we may have missed and gives us insight into how we can enhance our performance. When you're accountable to someone else, they may notice trends, habits, or patterns that you wouldn't have observed on your own. For example, if you're working toward a writing goal and share your drafts with a mentor, their feedback can help you refine your skills and approach. This feedback loop ensures that your efforts are constantly evolving, helping you achieve your goal more efficiently. Building support and accountability also serves as a source of resilience. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, and there will be times when giving up may seem tempting. In these moments, having people to turn to can provide the encouragement needed to keep going. A support system creates a safety net that reminds you of your capacity to overcome challenges, offering perspective when difficulties arise. By sharing your struggles with supportive individuals, you're often able to see solutions and possibilities you hadn't considered on your own. Their encouragement and belief in you become a reminder of your own strength, helping you to persist even when things get difficult. When it comes to staying accountable, creating clear and specific commitments is important. Rather than setting vague goals, breaking them down into measurable actions provides clarity for both you and your accountability partner or group. For instance, rather than saying, I want to be more productive, a clearer commitment might be, I will complete 2 hours of focused work each day. This specific goal is easier to track and measure, providing a concrete benchmark for progress. It also gives your accountability partner a clear standard against which to evaluate your efforts, making the check-in process more effective and motivating. In conclusion, seeking support and accountability is a powerful approach to achieving your goals, as it provides both emotional encouragement and practical structure. Support gives you a positive environment, access to others' knowledge, and a source of resilience when times get tough, while accountability keeps you committed and consistent over the long haul. Together, these elements provide the encouragement and structure needed to stay motivated, adapt when necessary, and push through challenges. Whether through family, friends, mentors, or accountability partners, involving others in your journey creates a foundation for success that reinforces your goals and empowers you to achieve them. Support and accountability transform your aspirations into a shared commitment, providing both the emotional and practical framework necessary to reach your destination. With these elements in place, you're far more likely to stay focused, overcome setbacks, and ultimately accomplish the goals you set for yourself. Embracing patience and persistence is essential to achieving any meaningful goal. While setting a goal can feel invigorating and inspiring, the actual process of reaching it is often far longer and more challenging than we initially expect. This journey can test our patience, resilience, and determination. By cultivating patience, we allow ourselves the space to grow and adapt over time rather than seeking quick results. Persistence, on the other hand, is the grit that keeps us moving forward even when progress seems slow. Together, patience and persistence create a foundation of mental strength that is critical for tackling long-term goals, pushing through setbacks, and ultimately achieving success. Patience is about understanding that progress doesn't happen overnight. In our fast-paced, results-driven world, it's easy to become discouraged when we don't see immediate gains. Many goals, particularly ambitious ones, take time to achieve because they require consistent effort, skill building, and sometimes even learning from mistakes. For instance, if you set out to learn a new language, you're unlikely to become fluent in just a few weeks. This skill takes time, practice, and steady improvement. Accepting this reality from the beginning helps you stay grounded and motivated even when you don't see instant results. Patience encourages a mindset that values the journey itself rather than focusing solely on the destination, allowing you to appreciate each step and celebrate small wins along the way. While patience helps you manage expectations, persistence is the determination that keeps you moving forward. There will be times when it feels easier to give up, especially if you encounter obstacles, failures, or slow progress. Persistence allows you to overcome these challenges by consistently putting in effort, no matter how you feel or how long the journey might be. It's this persistent action, this willingness to keep going, that often makes the difference between success and failure. Take the example of an entrepreneur starting a business. They may encounter numerous hurdles, financial setbacks, logistical issues, and countless small problems that require solutions. Without persistence, each setback could potentially derail their efforts. With persistence, however, each obstacle becomes a stepping stone that brings them closer to their ultimate goal. One important aspect of both patience and persistence is maintaining a growth mindset. This mindset, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, emphasizes the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you have a growth mindset, you see challenges and setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as roadblocks. This perspective is crucial in maintaining both patience and persistence because it shifts your focus from immediate results to long-term improvement. Instead of becoming frustrated by failures, you start to view them as valuable lessons. For example, if you're learning to play a musical instrument and struggle with a particular piece, a growth mindset helps you see this struggle as part of the process. Each attempt is a chance to improve, and each setback is an opportunity to refine your technique. This way, persistence doesn't feel like an exhausting, endless grind, but rather like a journey of personal development and continuous improvement. Managing setbacks is also essential to cultivating patience and persistence. No matter how well prepared or motivated you are, you'll likely encounter challenges along the way. These setbacks can be frustrating and disheartening, but they're a natural part of any journey toward a worthwhile goal. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, seeing them as temporary and surmountable helps you to stay patient and persistent. Many successful people have faced numerous setbacks on their path to success. Think of writers who faced rejection, athletes who endured losses, or scientists who grappled with experiments that failed. Each of them had to remain committed and persist despite these setbacks. Viewing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to quit builds resilience and fortifies your patience and persistence. Another key component in fostering patience and persistence is celebrating small milestones. Large goals can feel overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out and the finish line seems far off. Breaking down your goal into smaller, achievable milestones gives you a sense of progress and keeps you motivated. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, training for months can seem daunting. But setting smaller goals, running 5 miles without stopping, then 10 miles and so on, helps you see incremental progress. Celebrating each milestone reminds you that you're moving forward, reinforcing your patience and persistence. These small victories not only keep you motivated, but also provide a tangible sense of achievement that keeps you engaged and excited about the journey ahead. Setting realistic expectations also plays an important role in cultivating patience and persistence. When we expect to achieve our goals quickly or without setbacks, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Realistic expectations, however, allow us to anticipate the time, effort, and challenges involved in reaching our goal. For instance, if you're starting a new fitness routine with the aim of losing weight or building muscle, expecting to see significant results in a week or two can be discouraging. Understanding that physical fitness requires months of consistent effort helps you stay patient and persistent as you're mentally prepared for the time commitment. This mindset shift allows you to enjoy the process, recognizing that each workout or small improvement is part of a larger transformation that will take time to achieve. Staying motivated is also an integral part of maintaining patience and persistence. Motivation can fluctuate, and on days when it's low, having a clear sense of purpose can help you stay committed. Reminding yourself why the goal matters to you, visualizing the outcome, and focusing on how each small step brings you closer to that outcome can rekindle your motivation. A vision board, goal journal, or other tangible reminder of your purpose can also help sustain your drive. On days when motivation wanes, discipline and the habit of persistence will keep you going. By returning to your why and keeping the end goal in mind, you reinforce the patience needed to stick with the process. In conclusion, patience and persistence are the backbone of any long-term goal. While patience helps you accept that progress will take time and encourages you to appreciate the journey, persistence keeps you taking action even when the going gets tough. Together, these qualities foster a resilient mindset that can withstand challenges, setbacks, and fluctuations in motivation. Patience teaches you to value each step of the journey, while persistence ensures that you don't lose sight of your destination. By cultivating these traits, you equip yourself with the mental tools needed to achieve any goal, no matter how challenging. Embracing patience and persistence allows you to persevere through obstacles and setbacks, ultimately bringing your goal within reach. With these qualities guiding your journey, you can rest assured that with time and consistent effort, success is inevitable. Reflecting on progress and adjusting as needed is essential for successfully reaching any goal. While setting a goal provides the initial motivation and direction, it's through regular reflection and adjustment that you stay aligned with your objectives, maintain momentum, and navigate any unforeseen challenges. This step is about taking an honest look at your actions and results, understanding what's working and what isn't, and being flexible enough to adapt your approach as necessary. Reflection keeps you grounded and purposeful, while adjustments ensure that you're making meaningful progress rather than simply going through the motions. Reflecting on progress begins with establishing a routine for regularly assessing where you stand in relation to your goal. This could be weekly, monthly, or even quarterly, depending on the goal and its timeline. By setting aside dedicated time for reflection, you create a consistent habit of reviewing your actions, assessing the outcomes, and evaluating whether you're moving closer to your objective. This routine allows you to track your progress and identify patterns that may not be obvious in the day-to-day grind. It also gives you the opportunity to celebrate small victories along the way, which reinforces your motivation and sense of achievement. A scheduled reflection period acts as a checkpoint, reminding you of your purpose and helping you recalibrate your efforts as needed. During these reflections, it's important to be honest with yourself. Self-honesty allows you to evaluate your actions critically without making excuses or justifying inaction. This kind of honesty isn't about being overly harsh, but about recognizing areas where you could improve or noticing if you've fallen off track. For example, if you've set a goal to write a book and you're finding it hard to stay consistent, acknowledging this openly enables you to confront the issue and explore solutions, such as setting aside specific writing times or reducing distractions. By assessing your current behaviors against the standards you set, you gain valuable insights into what is and isn't working. One powerful tool for this kind of self-reflection is journaling. By writing down your experiences, thoughts, and emotions related to your goal, you create a record of your journey that you can refer back to over time. Journaling helps you see your progress more objectively, identify recurring challenges, and recognize how far you've come. Moreover, it enables you to capture lessons learned from setbacks or mistakes, which can help prevent the same issues from recurring. For instance, if you've hit a plateau in your fitness journey, journaling can reveal if there were patterns in your diet or workout routine that contributed to the slowdown. This insight allows you to make informed adjustments that support your progress moving forward. Reflecting on progress also involves evaluating your approach to ensure it aligns with your overarching goal. Often we start with a particular plan in mind, but as we proceed, we may discover that certain strategies aren't as effective as anticipated. Adjusting doesn't mean abandoning the goal, but rather finding better ways to achieve it. For example, if your goal is to save money, but you've noticed that you're spending more than planned on discretionary items, you may decide to revise your budgeting approach. Instead of merely cutting spending, you could explore more structured saving plans or seek financial advice. Adjustments like these allow you to refine your methods and stay on course without compromising the ultimate objective. In addition to making changes to your approach, reflection also involves reassessing the goal itself. Sometimes as we progress, we realize that our initial goal may need modification to better suit our evolving understanding of our needs, circumstances, or interests. Life is dynamic, and flexibility is key to maintaining realistic goals that remain relevant and motivating. For instance, if you set a goal to advance in a particular career field but find that it no longer aligns with your passions or values, it may be time to reevaluate and set a new course. Changing the goal isn't a failure, it's an acknowledgement that you've gained insight into what you truly want, allowing you to pursue something that resonates more deeply. A critical part of adjusting as needed is setting specific, measurable steps to implement the changes you've identified. Vague intentions like "I need to work harder" don't provide the clarity or structure necessary for meaningful improvement. Instead, setting concrete actions such as "I'll dedicate 30 minutes each day to practicing this skill," or "I'll seek feedback from a mentor," helps you turn reflections into real progress. These clear, actionable steps make the adjustments more attainable and provide specific benchmarks for future reflections, making it easier to measure progress in the long run. As you make these adjustments, it's also helpful to seek feedback from others, especially those with experience or expertise related to your goal. Outside perspectives can offer fresh insights and help you see blind spots in your approach that you might miss on your own. Friends, mentors, or colleagues can offer constructive criticism and suggest improvements, encouraging you to refine your strategies. For example, if your goal is to improve your public speaking skills, recording yourself and sharing it with a trusted friend for feedback can reveal areas for improvement you hadn't noticed. This feedback loop provides you with the guidance needed to make effective changes and avoid potential pitfalls. Embracing reflection and adjustment as part of the journey requires a growth-oriented mindset. A growth mindset sees learning as a continuous process and welcomes opportunities to improve, even if that means confronting weaknesses or adapting plans. It's about being open to change and seeing obstacles as a chance to evolve rather than a reason to give up. By fostering a growth mindset, you reduce the fear of failure and become more comfortable with making adjustments. This mental flexibility allows you to remain resilient and adaptable, ensuring that each setback or slow period becomes an opportunity to learn and grow rather than a stumbling block. In conclusion, reflecting on progress and adjusting as needed is a powerful and proactive approach to achieving any goal. Through regular self-assessment, you gain a deeper understanding of your actions, recognize areas for improvement, and stay motivated by celebrating your progress. Adjusting your approach in response to this reflection keeps you aligned with your objectives and ensures that you're moving forward in a way that is both effective and sustainable. By combining reflection with flexibility, you build a mindset that values growth and learning, turning obstacles into stepping stones on the path to success. This ongoing process of reflection and adjustment allows you to stay connected to your goals and make progress in meaningful, measurable ways. Ultimately, achieving any goal requires adaptability and a willingness to refine your approach, making reflection and adjustment key elements in your journey towards success.